Facebook, MySpace, and sodomy. This time on Loop 411. We start off the show this week with breaking news. The mayor of Phoenix lives on food stamps for a week. Says it's hard. Another illuminating research on par with the search for black holes and the discovery of metal organic frameworks. The mayor also found that the sky above his head is usually blue. A high number of NASCAR fans like beer, and a sharp pain usually follows a hard kick to the scrotum. I hear he's up for a Nobel. Fingers crossed. Speaking of Nobels, Samuel L. Jackson stars in the new Get Out the Vote spot to remind people to vote for United States President and Nobel Prize recipient Barack Obama.
Sorry, my friend, but there's no time to snore. An out-of-touch millionaire's just declared war. On schools, the environment, unions, fair pay. We're all on our own if Romney has his way. And he's against safety nets. If you fall, tough luck. So I strongly suggest that you wake the fuck up.
And more on the president. While on The View with First Lady Michelle Obama, the president shared his love for teaching, suggesting he misses it. With recent poll numbers showing President Obama leading in most every swing state, it could be argued that he is indeed still teaching. A masterclass in how to run a winning political campaign and kick Mitt Romney's ass. For more on education, or lack thereof, you're going to love this one. Tennessee frat house suspended after a student is hospitalized an alcohol enema. The student was admitted to the University of Tennessee Medical Center in critical condition with a blood alcohol level of 0.40, or around 5 times the legal limit for driving. Upon extensive questioning, it's believed that members of the fraternity were using rubber tubing inserted into their rectums as a turbocharged alcohol transfer mechanism. Shocking. A fraternity gets in trouble for mixing alcohol and bodily orifices. However, it does give a whole new meaning to the term getting shit-faced. Speaking of getting shit-faced, I believe it was John F. Kennedy who once asked, does smoking pot make you a better driver? Now, full disclosure, I am not a pot guy. I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't smoke, nor do I play a smoker on TV. But it does seem there are two sides to this argument, the right side and the left side of the road. So given that notion, it really just depends on which country you live in, does it not? You know, I do remember asking a question to my best friend when we were sitting in a ditch in his car, dangling upside down, whilst munching on Cheetos and laughing hysterically about the absurdity of the term dark matter and life itself. Speaking of getting high, cops on Facebook. New York City Police Commissioner Raymond Kelly has issued a memo giving police the go-ahead to create fake Facebook accounts to track potential leads and trace potential criminals, and possibly giving the police a whole new way to stalk their high school girlfriends and that loser they ended up marrying. For more on internet absurdity, MySpace redesigns and revamps to regain relevance. Justin Timberlake, star of the film A Social Network, and ironically, a part owner in music social networking site MySpace, declared the out-of-vogue website MySpace is... I'm sorry, I fell asleep talking about MySpace. And lastly, the age-old question I believe Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche most famously pondered whilst eating strudel during his time at chair of classical philology at the University of Basel. Is stripping, once taboo, now trendy? I plan on doing an in-depth longitudinal study that very well could take months, if not years. But that will have to wait, as I'm off to pole dancing class right about now. For more on these and other stories, click on loop21.com. This is Loop 411, and I'm Matt Simon. Tell me what you think on Facebook, and hit me up on Twitter at mattsimon.com.